Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Liz, and today I have a vlog style cleaning video. You're going to hear me talk. I do a grocery haul. I am making some food, all of the above. And right now I'm starting in the kitchen. I'm using a TerraClean plant-based multi-surface cleaner. You see it right here on the screen. I got that from TJ Maxx. It smells amazing. It's the apple spice scent. I got it specifically for fall. Don't worry, I also picked up some of the Mrs. Meyer's holiday scents, the gingerbread, and I also got the Iowa pine. And right now I am just tidying up my kitchen. I'm going to be taking off the outlet cover for my garbage disposal and the two outlets that I plug my crock pot into because, man, it is disgusting. And I wanted to make sure that I clean this. You're going to see it. I'm going to bring it up to the screen. That way you see the underneath. These outlet covers they're hard. They're not the plastic ones that you typically find in a home. These are specifically around like older apartment buildings because they have lines in them. I can't stand any of our outlet covers and our light switch covers. I literally can't stand them. I have thought about changing all of them. I know Fidel won't have a problem with it. That's our maintenance dude. But like you see on the screen how the gunk on it, and then you see that square around the switch and stuff. I don't dare try and clean the stuff off of the actual switch for the garbage disposal. That terrifies me and freaks me out a little bit, but I do scrub the stuff off the wall. I use my multi-surface cleaner and I put it on that stuff that's around. You see I'm trying to get that off right now. Yeah, no jazz. I didn't feel comfortable. And after I wipe it, I end up taking my dish sponge and then I end up taking all of it off. It does come off and it looks so much nicer. I do plan on doing this to every single outlet cover and switch cover in the apartment. It's just going to take some time, probably during my full-on winter deep cleaning that I'm going to be doing, especially during the week of Christmas and the weeks leading up to it, or even right after Thanksgiving when I decorate for the holidays. So obviously you guys have seen all over YouTube people decorating for Christmas. I am very adamant that I do not decorate for Christmas until it is Black Friday, so the day after Thanksgiving. It's been a tradition of mine for years. Growing up with my family, we've always done it on Black Friday, and I don't plan on changing it. The only year that differed was during COVID, and the reason for that is because that year was so weird, awkward, nobody was happy, and my husband decided, you know what, let's decorate early. So we decorated right before Halloween that year. It was really nice because we had all the Christmas decorations up, but you know what happened? I took all of them down 2 days after Christmas because I couldn't stand having them out. It was just one of those things where it was around for too long, and I feel that if my decorations go up when I do on Black Friday, I tend to enjoy them a little bit longer, and then they're up after New Year's Day. So just to clear the air and leave that preface for you guys, I know a lot of people decorate way before because, yeah, they can travel and things like that, but we are full-on traditional style people where we wait for certain times when we are used to doing things, and it's the same thing with how I decorate for Christmas. It's all traditional. It is, like people are saying, it is vintage 90s Christmas. That is the style of Christmas decor that I always have, I always use. We do buy new ornaments every year. One person picks out a new ornament because that is our nuclear family tradition that we do. We've been doing that since we had our oldest. Actually, I think since me and my husband got together 10 years ago. And that is one thing that we remain to do every single year. And that's what we like to do as a family. We are very traditional. I have spoken about it before. There's not a lot of traditional style parents like us anymore in society, which is kind of weird because of, and also the way that we parent our children is very traditional style. So right now I'm breaking out my crock pot. I'm going to start our dinner for tonight. I am doing a shredded barbecue chicken with a pineapple and apple coleslaw along with homemade mac and cheese. But right now I am just starting the chicken in the crock pot. So currently I am putting together what is going to be for dinner tonight. I'm not going to speak about how or what this is because I'm going to be talking about it in a future clip that you will see, hence why I'm just not going to go into it. It is a crock pot meal, but you will be seeing me put all the spices away and then start to cook our breakfast for this morning. You're just too good to be true. Ain't nobody like you. AM to PM, all that I'm loving, all that I'm wanting. Ain't nobody like you. I've been hungry for affection, baby, best believe that you got my attention, baby, now I see you're there in my reflection, you're a part of me, the missing piece. Hide and seek till I found you, oh, I found you, oh, I found you, yeah. Hide and seek till I found you, oh, I found you. So I am making some oatmeal on the stove. This is not the Amish oatmeal that I've made. As you can tell, we tend to eat a lot of similar breakfast foods. Oatmeal is one of them. Bagels sometimes. I like to eat eggs, pancakes. I just picked up a protein pancake mix that I can also make waffles with, and you're going to see that later in my grocery haul. I'm really excited to try that, like really excited. 23 grams of protein, heck yes. But anywho, that's besides the point. So what I'm doing is I am putting my oats in the pan, and this comes together in less than 5 minutes. So all it is your quick oats or your steel cut oats, whatever type of oats you want to use. Then you add in water, and it says to add salt to it, but I didn't add salt to it. And I also used a sugar-free syrup, like a sugar-free maple syrup, as the sweetening agent to it, and I put in some hemp hearts in it as well, some ground hemp hearts, just to give it a little added protein. I ended up, when I did my serving, I ended up putting a scoop of Greek yogurt, or like a serving size of Greek yogurt. So I added in 17 grams of protein. Altogether, this breakfast for me, I believe it was, let's see, the oats was 150 calories for the serving plus the 140 for the Greek yogurt. So that's 290 calories, and altogether for protein, I believe it was 25 grams of protein for this breakfast, and that's not bad, especially for a not fully protein forward breakfast where it has a higher caloric count, but not as high of a protein count. So I'm used to a higher protein count with a lower caloric intake amount. So like protein shakes, 140 calories or 160 calories, can go up to 200 calories, but there's anywhere between 20 to 30 or even 42 grams of protein in a protein shake. It depends on which one you get. So I'm really used to that, or either like protein bars where it's 200 calories for like 25 grams of protein or 20 grams of protein, whatever one it is. So I end up showing you a chocolate chip cookie recipe. I'm gonna end up making that in a future video. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to save that for Christmas time, because I also want to make some homemade gingerbread men. I have molasses in my cabinet already. That way I can make some gingerbread men from scratch. My girls are really excited to do that as well. So I'm going to let some more music play. You're going to see how this all comes together, and you're going to see it in my bowl, plus an overview of the chicken in the crock pot as well. The one with the chocolate chips is for my oldest. She loves chocolate chip oatmeal. She also loves the apple cinnamon oatmeal with chocolate chips as well. So now I'm into my bedroom. I'm just tidying up the bed by just simply making it. That is all I'm doing in here. I'm not doing anything special. And then after this, we are going to go into my kids' room. I will say I am very looking forward to switching out my duvet, which is, or my comforter, if you will, because I don't have a duvet cover on it. I'm very looking forward to putting my faux fur set on the bed, and it's a faux fur comforter with matching pillow covers, shams, that's what they're called. That's the word I was thinking of, my shams. And I'm very excited to put that on within the next few weeks. I typically wait until after I decorate for Christmas to put that on. So that will be in that cleaning video that will go up directly after Thanksgiving. You will see all of that motivation in there. I do plan on doing some more deep cleaning. I have to deep clean the bathroom because I went in the cabinet the other day and I found some allergy medicine that expired 2 years ago. So it is time to clean up the medicine cabinet too. So here I'm going through the toy box at the end of my youngest daughter's bed. This had just like random stuff in it, and literally 75% of it I threw away because she doesn't need it, she doesn't use it, and it's all stuff from school that we don't need to save. And what I end up doing is cleaning out this toy box. I end up putting all of their blankets in, like their throw blankets. Eventually you'll see that happen. And I do go through all the bins on the shelf and I do wipe them down. Right now I'm going through the stuff that's in those cubes. I did get rid of a whole bunch of the cube organizers that were in another one, and also on this as well, and also in the ones that were in our living room, because I have the new shoe rack in the living room, which is amazing. It holds up to 60 pairs of shoes. No, I'm not kidding. It is magnificent. It is the best thing I found on Amazon so far. And also in an upcoming video in December, you're going to see our new island after we receive it. But yeah, I'm gonna bring the trash out back and then we're gonna head to CVS. I ordered some photos, some copies of the girls' school pictures, so I need to go grab those. I know I look fantastic, right? We're gonna sunglasses in the hair today for right now. We also have a birthday party to go to today. That's later, it's after lunch, so girls are gonna probably have an early lunch, and then we're gonna head down, probably gonna head down to the area that the birthday party's in early so we can pick up her gift, because I didn't do that yesterday. I also got these really cute press-on nails from Amazon. I just ordered these, and I put them on last night to change my set. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work with these on, but they are super cute. There's little, I don't know if you can see them, there's X marks and there's little flowers on my pinkies. I did want to put the ones with the bows on, but I feel like it would get caught on everything, so that's why I didn't choose those ones. I also noticed that there's a new feature on video where you can pause when you're recording. If you don't want to record something, and I've never seen it before, and I thought it was amazing. This is really going to be sad for me to say. I miss the warm weather from down south because I actually really, I enjoyed being down there more than I anticipated. I didn't burn, surprisingly, from being in like 90 plus degree heat. I do not have a burn. I have a tan, which is highly terrifying and suspicious. But yeah, it was. My body felt really good down there. Really good. I was talking to my sister about it yesterday, and I have always had an issue with my joints when it's cold out, and I always heard that's an early sign of arthritis, yada yada yada, but I never put two and two together when I was traveling somewhere. And then when we landed in New Orleans on Friday, I've never felt that good before in my life. Like, my joints didn't hurt. My legs typically hurt because of like the cold air, the pressure in the air up here. Nothing hurt. I had a headache from obviously the altitude or elevation difference, because I'm used to being at such a high elevation where I live here in New Hampshire, and it's much higher than New Orleans. New Orleans is below sea level, so is Florida. But it was definitely different experiencing that. Feeling so good. My body felt like so good. I can't describe it other than saying like my body, like, wellness was at its peak, and I had no problem falling asleep. I had no problem waking up early in the morning. I actually was able to like feel okay and feel relaxed to the point of not letting like other things bother me. Like it was weird, which, I mean, generally you want to feel like that on a vacation, but I don't know, it was just something. It was like a mental clarity wake up in a sense, because I can feel rested up here, but the body aches and pains don't go away. Like, I woke up and my left shoulder hurts, the joint hurts, my back and my rib cage hurts, like where my rib cage like connects to my back. It makes no sense why it should hurt, other than the area of where I got my epidural should hurt. But no, it's my upper back, and my knees hurt, my ankles hurt, my wrists hurt, which also makes it very hard to clean and to film cleaning videos for you guys. But I power through it like every other person does, or every other person should, and not take pity on themselves. You have things to do. I do them. I push through any pain. Like, when just a brief synopsis of, like, this could potentially be nerve issues, but I lost feeling in my whole arm once at work, and I was still driving with it. I drove myself to the ER because my work at the time didn't want to drive me, which is completely messed up. And yeah, I drove myself to work. I used to drive when my sciatic nerve was being pinched when I was at work. That's when I was in aerospace, and aerospace manufacturing, I should say. And yeah, I was working, I was driving, I was doing everything with a pinched nerve in my back, or with my pinched sciatic nerve. I didn't take time off. I left work early, but it wasn't like leaving after 2 hours. I left work at like an hour left of my shift, and my boss was okay with it because of the pain I was in, and he knew it. But I made sure to get all my work done before I left. And I grew up with that notion of you need to power through it. If you're in pain, who cares? You need to do what you need to do, and then you can rest after that, which I know is not typically what you should do. I need to finish the things that I do, and like I've been doing this morning, I did 2 loads of laundry. I haven't folded it yet, but I did those 2 loads of laundry. I just decluttered a shelf in my girls' room. You would have already seen that. A whole trash bag full of stuff, which I was really excited about because they just got a lot of stuff in their room that we need to take care of. So I'm at CVS now. I'm gonna go in and get my photos, and then I will be back. All right, y'all. So I just came out of CVS, and 7th Generation has my favorite scent again. So I picked that up because if I don't, it's gonna be gone. So it is the Fresh Morning Meadow scent. Love this one. And I also found some beef jerky that I want to try. It's sesame teriyaki. It's the Think one. And then I found this. It's solely fruit jerky. This is mango. It sounds intriguing. I'm going to put it in my purse for later during the birthday party. Unless I can do it like a drop-off birthday party, and then I'm going to go grocery shopping. But I wanted to get some protein in, so I'm going to have some of this. Not the whole container. The whole container is 24 grams of protein and 140 calories, so it's not bad, but I'd rather stay within my serving size. And then I picked up my photos or the copies of my girls' pictures. So I will have to get new 2 8x10 frames. How tough these are. There's 0 sugar jerky too. I'm gonna have to pick up new 8x10 frames, 4 5x7 frames, and then yeah, and also put the girls' pictures in their frames in the living room. But I'm gonna head home. I'm not gonna talk on the way home because I want to listen to my She Reads Truth podcast, because I didn't finish this week's episode. Did do some Bible study this morning, and I was really happy I got that in because I forgot to bring my Bible and my devotional journal with me on our cruise, and I was really upset with myself because I told myself, you're gonna need that, put it in your backpack. You're gonna need that for when we get to, when we, board our ship. You're gonna need it every morning. Go through your devotional, write in your journal, things like that, and I forgot it. But it's okay. I got in what I needed to this morning, and I felt really good about it. And I'm about to head home. I have to check on the chicken that's in the crock pot. I'm doing a apple. It's basically going to be like my pulled pork recipe, but I switched out a few things. So I used apple cider instead of a soda, and I'm using chicken instead of pork butt. So it's going to be barbecue pulled chicken, and I'm going to use a hickory barbecue sauce, the GL Hughes one, the sugar-free one. I'm going to put that on it. I'm also going to, because this is why I need to go grocery shopping, I have Hawaiian rolls at home. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a apple and pineapple coleslaw. So I'm going to shave pineapple and shave the apples, and I'm going to mix it in with the regular coleslaw, the cabbage mix with the carrots, and I'm going to try and find a dressing that will match the hickory barbecue sauce taste to pair with the apple. I wanted to bring more apple in and pineapple to give it a fresh flair. I'm also going to make homemade mac and cheese. I just feel very inspired from all of the Southern cuisine that we just had in New Orleans, and all of the food we had in the Mayan villages when we were in Mexico. I just feel very inspired by it, and I just want to dabble more in different tastes, different palettes, things like that, add more fruit in here and there, make more of my sauces from scratch at home, which is what I'm doing with the chicken. So I let those marinate overnight in the fridge in a container with seasonings on it, which was Italian seasoning, thyme, salt, a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of avocado oil. So I put that on it, and then I shook it and I let it sit, and I also sliced up some onions, because onions are important in pulled pork because it helps give it takes the bite out of the sweetness of a soda. So I after I took the chicken out this morning from my crock pot, what I did was I sprayed the crock pot with my non-stick spray. I laid down the onions, and then I put a fresh coat of seasonings on it. So I did cumin, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, minced onions, celery salt, thyme, Italian seasoning, and pepper. And then after I did that, I put the chicken on top of it, and then I did a little more cumin, paprika, and ground mustard. I put ground mustard in it too, so it gives it that nice, like, deep smoky flavor. I did not add any brown sugar into it because of the apple cider that I put on top of the chicken and the onions, because that's gonna be the base of my sauce. So what I'm going to do next after that is, once it's done, I'm going to shred up the chicken, which the chicken, realistically, on low in the crock pot, chicken cooks anywhere between 4 to 6 hours. So I started it around 7. It should be done basically around the time that the birthday party starts, but when we get home, I'm going to switch it to high, and if the chicken is shreddable, I'm going to shred the chicken, and then I'm going to add the barbecue sauce to it. And the barbecue sauce, what it does is when you add the barbecue sauce, you are supposed to let it sit for an hour. Once that happens, or once I add the barbecue sauce, I'm going to mix it all together, and then I'm going to take the insert of the crock pot out and put it in the fridge.
Maybe I need a break. Maybe that's why I fade into.
Also, while this video is processing, I am going through Epidemic Sound, and I am downloading some new music. I do realize that I use quite a bit of similar songs each time, but what ended up happening is some of the music that I had from Artlist, which was the subscription I had before I went back to Epidemic Sound again, a lot of those songs are still in my music library. So some of the times I click that and I put it on a video, and then it gets flagged for copyright because I don't have Artlist. So what I ended up doing was creating a new playlist of all the new Epidemic Sound songs. And if there's any ones that you like that are from Epidemic Sound that I don't use, put them in a comment down below. I want to know what songs you like. I do typically go for the more acoustic or the pop songs, sometimes the contemporary pop or the R&B, sometimes even some house music. It all just depends. I have gotten some alternative songs too that I have used on previous videos that you guys also have liked, so just let me know what you're feeling for songs. So like I mentioned before, I'm putting all the blankets in this toy box, and it worked out pretty well because then it saves some space at the end of my oldest daughter's bed. She actually asked for a loft bed to have in their room. I do feel like that would give them more space, so potentially we could bring a desk into their room, but also at the same time, I don't know logistically or longevity wise how much longer we're going to be in this apartment before we do buy a house. So it's one of those things, do I want to splurge and get her a loft bed, or do I want to wait? I'm not sure about that. I also have to discuss it with my husband as well, because that also is another thing that I like his input on as well. It was the same thing when we ordered the bunk beds, which is what their beds are. That was something we talked about. He wanted something metal and I wanted something that was made of wood, and we ended up going with the wood ones. He didn't want the white one, but I did, because everything else in their room is white. So that's why everything in their room is white, except for Grace's dresser, and the top of the toy box is pink. So that just kind of like goes hand in hand together. I will say though, Grace has already picked out a bed for her future bedroom, and it is iron and it is pink as well, and it's one that has a canopy attachment to the top, and it's really cute. So eventually she'll end up having a pretty cute princess bed, which is something that obviously my husband, he has no say in that matter of having a super cutesy, super girly bed, but that's besides the point. Now I'm back in the kitchen. You would have already seen me do stuff to the dishwasher, wipe it down. Now I'm just wiping down the stove because it just needed a quick little wipe down. Now I am kid-free for a little while. Which was completely unexpected, but kind of cool. Girls are at a birthday party. They're going to be brought back home later. So I'm about to head to a grocery store, either Market Basket or Hannaford. It's going to be one of them. All right, so this Alani is pretty great. It is the Winter Wonderland. I don't know exactly how to explain what it tastes like, but it is magnificent. I found this at Five Below. That's the first time I have seen it in a store here in New England. I got super excited when I saw it. And yeah, that's just totally besides the point. We went to Five Below to get Faith's friend's birthday party gifts or birthday gifts, and ended up working out perfectly. We got this, and then the kids picked out little treats for them for before the birthday party. And now it's post-birthday party. This is grocery haul. You're gonna see me go over everything. This grocery haul is $245. Everything is getting more expensive. Everybody knows that inflation is ridiculous. And I went to Hannaford. I love Hannaford. My husband would prefer us to go grocery shopping at Aldi to save more money. The only downfall with Aldi is that they don't carry Fairlife milk, which is the milk that we drink. Or that my husband drinks and the girls drink. I drink almond milk, so I can always get almond milk there. Alright, so you saw me just unload all the groceries. I have some stuff here that I got grocery shopping. This pineapple and this veggie slaw, plus this fancy mild cheddar, and then a box of protein plus elbows. That's over here because I'm making homemade mac and cheese and a coleslaw. Hi, Maisie. What's up, honey? I have a lot of groceries everywhere. Hi, Maisie. What are you doing? I know, I'll feed you in 1 second. Okay, so over here I have some spinach, a red onion, a bag of avocado, 2 European cucumbers, a bag of carrots, a eggplant, and a zucchini. Yes, honey. So I got the carb counter, street taco tortillas, some carved chicken strips. Then I got maple and sage rubbed chicken, and then I got some little pork chops. And so I found these slider rolls, the Sara Lee Delight 45 calorie bread. Over here is more of her dry food. This is the Nutrish, the Indoor Complete. I got some yuca cassava chips, some plain ones, and then I got some plantain chips in the original flavor. This is the Celentani, the Protein Plus pasta. I got some corn checks. Let's see. I do have stuff on the stove, so I have to be careful. All right, I have some raspberries, blueberries. These are the Carnival cookies from Goya. These are tea biscuits. I love these with coffee in the morning. They're great. Cheddar sandwich crackers, peanut butter sandwich crackers, sour cream, cream cheese, deli cheese, bologna, ham, cat food. I want to see if she likes this. She loves tuna fish. So this is a reveal. I also got her some catnip, some delectable squeeze, greenies, and then more of her Temptations. This is new that I found. This is a protein waffle and pancake mix. There's 23 grams of protein in it. I'm intrigued. Butter, more protein, rotini, tuna helper. This is for salads. This is the honey seeds and bacon. Then I got Parmesan crisps. I got 3 things of lettuce. One is a chickpea Caesar crunch kit that's really good. Gingerbread Planet Oat creamer. Love this. 2 things of grape tomatoes. Fat-free Italian. Vanilla almond milk. This is basically like the ultra filtered fat-free Fairlife milk. Cooking spray. This is baking spray, actually. Roasted red pepper hummus. I'm going to use the cassava chips and the plantain chips with that. This is for tomorrow. Homestyle gravy. Tomato paste. Chickpeas. Diced tomatoes. Artichoke hearts. Black beans. Coriander. Red and green grapes. Mung beans. Peppers. And then this is yeast, active dry yeast, 4 packets of tuna fish, a thing of crab meat, and thin rice noodles. I heard this song and I fell in love. It is called Call Me Baby, and I couldn't not have it in my library, and it feels really like 40s, 50s-ish, and it's by John Runfelt featuring Zorro, if you wanted to look it up on Epidemic Sound or anything like that, or just in general. But the song is called Call Me Baby, and I love it. You're going to hear this a little bit more in future videos as well, with me using it. So I am putting all my groceries away, and then I'm going to go into explaining the coleslaw I'm going to be making, so you're going to see that as well. So this coleslaw, what you need is 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a cup of mayonnaise, and mix that together with some pineapple juice. It says to use a half a cup of pineapple juice, but I did a full cup. Then what you want to do is have a bowl with your coleslaw mix, which is like your cabbage, carrots, your green cabbage, red cabbage, and your carrots in a bowl. And you want to add pineapple. I said I was going to like shave it, but I ended up just cutting it, giving it a nice rough chop, which I ended up having an issue with my pineapple core. It didn't fully want to work all the way down to the bottom, so I ended up having to cut the pineapple while it's on it. It was, yeah, just crazy. It's strange. That pineapple core is amazing. I got that at Hannaford almost 2 years ago, and it was $1.99. I'm pretty sure now it is $6. So when I got it, I'm very happy that I did get it. After I rough chop the pineapple, you would have already seen that I already cut up apples. That's already in the bowl with the coleslaw mix, and I end up having red grapes. The recipe that I was looking at calls for cranberries, and I don't have any cranberries. I think I ate them all before we left. So here I'm having the red grapes, and I already gave it a rough mix with the pineapple and everything else in it, and then I'm going to top it with the dressing, which is pineapple juice, apple cider vinegar, mayonnaise. I put a little bit of pepper in it as well, and you just give that a nice mix together. This was so good. My husband was obsessed. I love coleslaw, but this reaches a new peak of coleslaw. So after it's all mixed, you put it in a container and you let it sit for 2 hours so it all marries together. Here I'm putting everything together for homemade mac and cheese. In my pan, I have some butter, and I end up adding some flour to it to create a roux. And what you want to do is just cook that together. I end up putting some garlic powder, salt, and pepper in the pan as well, and then started adding some milk to it. We have regular skim milk in the fridge, so I started whisking that in. And once that comes together and thickens, you add all the cheese, and then you let the cheese melt. I had already cooked the pasta, so next on the plate is to add the cheese to the pasta in the casserole dish, which is what I'm doing right now. And what I did after that was I topped it with some parsley after mixing it around and then covering it with tin foil. I put it in the oven at 375 for, I think it was 35 minutes. When the oven was down to 15 minutes, I ended up putting the Hawaiian rolls in the oven. I ended up melting some butter with some parsley and garlic powder and put that on top of the butter, and you'll see how the rolls look on the pan over here, and it just tastes like garlic bread. So that, everybody, is this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in next week's Reset Motivation. Bye, guys.